Hello everyone, this is GM Var Akobian with 1000 GM, and we're going to be doing the recap video of the round number 10 of the 2022 US Chess Championship. This was another quiet round here, like round number 9. We had a lot of draws here. We had Awander Liang drawing Dominguez, Aronian drew Wesley So, Sevian drew against Robson. MORADIABADI lost against Hans Neimann, so that's going to be our highlight game. And we have Christopher Yu drawing Fabi Caruana, Lenderman drew Schwirtz, and Jeffrey Shong drew against Sam Shankland. The highlight game was Hans Neimann. Hans started to win again, so he had a okay start. He won the first game, then a couple of draws, then he lost a couple of games in a row. But now he picked up form here at the end of the tournament, and this was his start basically. D4, knight f6, knight f3, g6. Bishop g7, and we have the King's Indian defense, and Bishop g5 is actually sort of my system. This is called Smyslov-Petrosyan system, but I've been playing it for the past 25 years, okay? This is called the Petrosyan system, and but again, I have lots of experience, played probably over 100 games in this line, so you know quite a lot in this. c5, the most aggressive response, d5, d6, e3. Knight d7. This is not a very good move. In this position, you can play e6. You can play e6 here, or you can play h6. Yeah, you also have sometimes idea like b5 in this position. So, but the move knight d7, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a very good move, because if you play the move bishop d3, black is totally stuck now. Meaning is, you don't have b5. You hardly want to play the move e6 in this position, because I can just take, let's say castle, and you have lots of weaknesses here. This position is not very comfortable because these pawns are going to be more weak than anything. So he goes h6, g5, bishop g3, knight takes g5, attacking this. Takes, queen takes. And threatening mate and picking up. If you take, I actually had a game like this. I take back, takes on g5, bishop h7 check, king h8, and now you go knight e4. I'm putting pressure. Knight e5. Yeah, I mean this it's still a little bit complicated, but the idea is that this actually works, and it ends up being a nice advantage. So knight e5 is the best move. If you go here, you actually just get mated. Takes queen h5. Yeah, it's funny. I've analyzed and I showed this to a lot of my students. Take, and then you go check, and queen h7 is a mate. So if you take back with the bishop, I play this move. Now you go here, you go queen h6 check, check, and a checkmate. So that being said, so I played knight g5, knight e5, knight takes g5, knight g4, bishop f5 check, knight h6, and now we have this idea. Threatening mate. Queen g4. Wow, this is getting a little bit complex, but the point is take. Now threatening queen h7, and if we take, actually just play simply king e2 and give a checkmate. I know that this knight g5 sacrifice works in this position here. So yeah, bishop e2 is a little bit strange. I think Grandmaster Elshan is just not very familiar with this position. Otherwise, he would have just snap the move bishop d3 because it's just a lot more active. Because against this, now Hans can play this setup, which normally black wants to do, to play h6, g5, and then put the bishop on g3, knight to try to put pressure. Queen c2. Now the threat of knight g5 is again there. If let's say you play a slow move like this, takes, threatening queen h7 mate. Okay. If takes, bishop takes. So he goes queen c2, now knight df6, just waiting. Knight d2, a6, a4, bishop d7, a5. Yeah, clear whether or not you need to play this move a5, but it's a possibility. So he went here, rook b8, castles, knight takes g3, h takes g3, and now knight g4 comes in. I like how Hans played this portion. Knight goes on e5, bishop f5. And now it's a very interesting moment here. Elshan plays the move knight f3. Another option is f4. It's a little bit a risky move to play, but it's a top choice of the computer. Let's say f4. Takes, takes. Let's say knight d3. g4. Hitting the bishop. And there is e6. Wow, this is getting out of control here. Queen h4. Okay. Super messy position, but it looks like knight d4. e4 is a move. Yeah, super messy, but not so clear. So let's go back to the game. So understandable, white doesn't want to do that, so just wants to trade the knights. Queen e8. Bishop h5. You know, if you allow the move queen g6, black might be a little bit better because the bishops are more active. In fact, trading the one of the bishops is going to be beneficiary for white. So bishop h5, bishop g6, takes, takes, e2. f7, knight e4, centralizing. Another option here is just to play the move rook a3, and then you can also have some rook b3 ideas and put pressure on b7. And here is a key moment here. It's a very important moment here. White is threatening to play the move b4. And this move needs to be prevented. It has to be somehow stopped, because otherwise, after b4, the b file is going to open, b7 is going to be a weakness. So it's just something that it needs to be taken care of. Okay? So he plays the move. Not playing the rook f5, the move is b5. Rook takes b5. And now if b4 comes in, rook takes b4. Okay? Yeah. b4 comes in. Yeah, once you allow the move b4, black is going to be doing fine now. So, yeah, you should definitely play the move b5 here. Now b4 comes in. Okay, because now if you take on e4, you're just losing the bishop here too. And now a very important decision. It's possible maybe black underestimated this move, this exchange sacrifice, because yeah, if you have to retreat, let's say play a move like this, then I think maybe white is a little bit better here than some pressure like this. played the move. Okay, knight g5. Now this d4 pawn is hanging. There is a threat of knight d7 as well. So there are lots of weaknesses suddenly for black. Now I played here. Okay, there is a knight and a pawn now. And this knight is going to be in a very, very nice spot here. And here, actually, white is doing extremely well here, okay? But he's a little bit getting low on the clock. Not too bad, though. You know, he has 17 minutes to make basically 6 moves. And Hans is playing very fast. But this wasn't the best move. The best move here would have been the move Queen f6 to put pressure a little bit here. But after this move, it's actually a very, very straightforward idea for white here, just to play Queen b6. And says, I want to win the pawn. If you play the move g3, just take. If you play here now, simply check. You can go rook f8. I have knight f8 option. If you go king f7, you actually get mated. So that's no good either. And if you go here, you're losing another pawn. Can't play here because of knight f8 check picking up the queen. That's bad. You go here and just simply f4. And yeah, black is just completely busted here because you can't really do an attack here. So it's just tough position. So let's go back. So we played here, Queen b7, Queen check, Queen b1. Yeah, it's just going to be comfortable for white. Good winning chances. But instead, he plays move rook f4. A little bit more defensive. Queen h7. Now h4 is coming. See, this is the problem now. Now you have to deal with h4. By putting the knight on f4, you made some, weakness. Of course, you want to play the move rook b1. This queen h7 is a good move because the point was to play rook b1. But now you no longer can do that because of takes. And you're losing your rook. Okay? Queen h7, h4, takes. Queen takes h7. Yeah, and here it all ended very quickly here. So Queen a7 played, now h4, and again, don't have to take on b7. Taking on b7 is a huge mistake. So here the correct move in this position is to play the move rook e1. Okay? You have to play rook e1. That is the best move here because now if capture occurs, yeah, you do not take on b7 because that's a trap takes. And that's a blunder right there. Still queen c8 would have been a fight, you know. Black is already better here, but it's still a fight here. Okay, h6, there is still attack here. But actually he simply overlooked the move e5. Because you don't have time to take en passant because your queen is hanging. And if you trade queens, now he takes and you're losing the knight. So absolute like a one move blunder after which black is completely busted. And you can't even do anything because you can give a check here, but actually rook f8, check, simply queen f7, and knight moves, just gonna take on f7 here. Very, very nice advantage. All right, so that's the idea here, and yeah, really bad oversight here by Elshan, playing queen a7 and queen b7, and after e5, he simply resigned here, and which made it very, very unexpected, but nice finish at the end for Hans. Thank you everybody for watching this video, and to make sure to subscribe to our channel 1000 GM, and we'll be back with more recaps from the next few rounds of the championship. Thank you everybody, and see you soon.